Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're diving into a fascinating and honestly kind of alarming topic. We're looking at the everyday, totally normal habits that are silently overloading your kidneys and your liver. But hey, don't worry, we aren't just here to talk about the problem. We are going to explore the simple, highly accessible superfoods that can actually reverse this damage. Let's get right into it.
So, think fatty liver only happens to heavy drinkers? Well, most people would say yes right away. But it turns out there's a rising, hidden threat of organ damage affecting millions of people who barely touch a drop of alcohol. Your organs might be working absolute overtime right this very second, and you wouldn't even know it. Here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, hidden kidney destroyers. Number 2, silent liver threats. And number 3, foods that rescue your liver. Let's start with part 1, hidden kidney destroyers. You're going to be surprised by how completely normal these threats seem. First up, PM 2.5 air pollution. These microscopic particles literally bypass your lungs, into your blood, and trigger cellular death in your kidneys. Then there's everyday wheat and commercial bread. The refined flour causes massive insulin spikes that just force your kidneys into overdrive, filtering all that excess sugar. And that's not even mentioning the hidden phosphorus preservatives they have to deal with. Now, think about holding your urine. Honestly, it's like letting trash pile up and rot inside your house. If you're ignoring the urge to go to the bathroom, you are creating reverse pressure inside your bladder. This pressure pushes back up into those delicate kidney structures, which is a dangerous phenomenon doctors actually call vesico-ureteral reflux. Plus, the longer urine sits there, the more bacteria multiply, risking severe infections that can travel straight up to your kidneys. And here is our fourth threat, which genuinely blew my mind. Antiperspirants. Yeah, even the aluminum-free ones. Physiologically, sweating and urinating are complementary processes for waste removal. When you artificially block your body's natural sweat exits, you are basically forcing your kidneys to pick up the slack, which vastly increases their daily workload. Moving right along to part 2, silent liver threats. So let's talk about 4 major things attacking your liver. You've got synthetic fragrances in laundry detergents, acting as chemical toxins, forcing your liver to abandon its normal repairs just to handle the emergency. Then, processed meats overwhelm your detox pathways with all those additives. Standard vegetable oils are loaded with inflammatory omega-6s. And late-night eating? That halts overnight liver regeneration entirely, forcing your body to store unused energy as fat instead of healing. Now, why does all this matter so much? Well, get this. A massive 70 to 80% of the blood flowing into your liver comes straight from your gut via the portal vein. This means whatever additives, oxidized oils, or late-night sugars are sitting in your digestive tract, they go directly to this vital organ. Basically, if your gut environment is toxic, your liver is just being constantly bathed in that toxicity. Which brings us to a really terrifying modern twist. It's called NAFLD, or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This literally proves you can completely wreck your liver without ever taking a single sip of alcohol. Excess sugars, everyday chemicals, unused late-night calories, and insulin spikes convert directly into triglycerides, packing your liver with fat. And when your liver runs out of storage space, that fat just spills back into your blood, skyrocketing your risk for diabetes and severe metabolic issues. All right, part 3, foods that rescue your liver. Our first hero here is natto, that traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish. But I've got a secret hack for you. Toss out the chemical-laden flavor and mustard packets it usually comes with, and instead add a generous splash of black vinegar. This creates natto, and it is pure magic. You see, the vinegar activates an enzyme called AMPK in the liver, which acts like a biological switch to actively burn stored liver fat, while the lecithin in the soybeans protects your liver's overall function. Next up is raw aji, also known as horse mackerel. Now, the absolute key word here is raw. You really want to eat this as sashimi because cooking this fish oxidizes its precious anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids like DHA and EPA. If you heat them too much, they can actually transform into harmful oxidized lipids. But when eaten raw, these omega-3s act exactly like a fire extinguisher for liver inflammation. And there's another huge reason Ajiopia is a total superfood. It boasts a perfect amino acid score of 100. This is absolutely critical. Think of protein synthesis in your body like a wooden bucket made of different planks. If even one essential amino acid plank is missing, the water, which is your health, just leaks right out. You need every single one of them to synthesize protein properly. Ogyopia also contains extremely high levels of taurine, a compound that fuels the amazing regenerative power of liver cells. I mean, a liver can regenerate even if 70% of it is removed, and taurine is the vital fuel for that absolute miracle.
Finally, we have the green Mediterranean diet. This is a newly researched, totally upgraded, plant-forward version of the classic longevity diet. It is specifically designed with incredible gut cleansing power, which, as we learned a minute ago with the portal vein, is the absolute key to protecting your liver. So the green version takes that super healthy framework of the traditional diet, but makes a few vital swaps. It completely ditches the red and processed meats, replacing them with polyphenol-rich green tea and water-soluble fiber from seaweed. On top of that, instead of eating gluten-heavy pasta, which can trigger gut inflammation for a lot of folks, you swap the staple carb to brown rice. Brown rice is absolutely packed with fiber and minerals, protecting your gut lining and dramatically lowering your risk of fatty liver. Oh, and here is a pro tip, an ultimate hack for this diet. Try mixing your healthy extra virgin olive oil with a fresh squeeze of lemon juice. This combination creates a dramatic synergy. The olive oil actually multiplies the effectiveness of a compound in lemons called areocitrin. Together, they create this massive metabolism-boosting, fat-burning effect that clears out triglycerides way more efficiently than either ingredient could ever do on its own. When you put it all together, these three dietary pillars give your body the exact active compounds it desperately needs to survive the constant onslaught of modern toxins. You get acetic acid to burn fat, taurine to rebuild cells, and fiber to block toxins from ever leaving your gut in the first place. It is a complete 360-degree defense system for your vital organs.
So, I want to leave you with this thought. Knowing what you know now, knowing that your organs are likely working overtime right this very second to clear out pollution, hidden sugars, and everyday chemicals, which of these heroic, life-saving dietary swaps are you going to put on your plate tonight to start healing? It is truly never too late to give your body the tools it needs to repair itself.